So now we will discuss about the Hlb scale. So this scale, right, this particular scale given by the scientist Griffin. Griffin given this scale. This scale is nothing but a Hlb scale. So what is Hlb? Means hydrophilic. H represents hydrophilic and L represents lipophilic, B represents balance. That means a balance between this hydrophilic portion as well as a lipophilic portion it can explain. Okay, where we will get this particular hydrophilic portion and lipophilic portion? So the hydrophilic portion is nothing but a head of the surfactant and the lipophilic portion is nothing but a tail of the surfactant, right? So this we will see in the Hlb in the surfactants, basically surfactant, and it also called emulsifying agent, or we can also call the surface active agent, So generally we will use this surfactant or emulsifying agent or surface active agent used to stabilize the emulsion, So emulsions are thermodynamically unstable. They can be stabilized by addition of surfactant, emulsifying agent or surface active agent. It contains one head portion and one tail portion, and the head portion is hydrophilic in nature and tail portion is lipophilic in nature. So this kind of hydrophilicity and lipophilicity we can observe in the surfactants, right? Now we will discuss the scale. The Griffin given some scale, so where this particular surfactant or emulsifying agent are present in that particular scale, that we will see. So the Hlb scale and if Hlb scale is 1 to 3, Hlb scale is 1 to 3, what is the category of the chemical? If Hlb is 1 to 3, the category is given the name anti-foaming agents. So the anti-foaming agents are fall in the category of 1 to 3. Serial number 2, 3 to 8. The category is W by O emulsifying agents. So this is the symbol of emulsifying agent or surfactant. And category 3, 7 to 9. So these are wetting agents. Serial number 4, 8 to 16. These are O by W emulsifying agents. So generally O by W emulsifying agents, here continuous phase is water, more hydrophilic in nature, and W by O emulsifying agent, it has more tail because tail is lipophilic in nature. And now 13 to 15, it belongs to detergents, and 16 to 18, or we can call more than 16 to 18 or more than 16. This region belongs to the solubilizing agents. So now we will see the examples of particular first category. Anti-foaming agents are alcohols like cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, ether, cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, ether. These are belongings to the antifoaming agents. Castor oil as well. Castor oil as well belongs to this. Now the examples of HLB scale 3 to 8 W by O emulsifying agents. Here the tail portion is more, which is oily in nature. Here the examples of it is span. It is very, very important. Spans are belongings to the W by O emulsifying agents. And 7 to 9 wetting agents. 7 to 9 wetting agents. Here the examples are glycerol and twins also acts as wetting agents, as well as propylene glycol. Propylene glycol. Okay. Next 8 to 16. So this is belongings to the O by W emulsifying agents category. Okay. Here you need to remember tab. Remember the word tab. Tab is nothing but what? T means twins, A means acacia, B means bentonite. These three belongings to the O by W emulsifying agents category. And if you see the category of 13 to 15, so these are the detergents. Basically in the detergents, what the functional group you can expect? Sulfoxide groups. So this kind of functional group you will see in the detergent. Wherever the chemical is there, where you find this kind of functional group in there, so that is belongings to the detergent, right? And 16 to 18, more than 16, these are solubilizing agents. Examples here I can take sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate. The sodium lauryl sulfate, the HLB value is 40. And here the counter ion is nothing but sodium. This is also called counter ion or Gigginian. Many times they asked in the examination, counter ions are also called Gigginians. And what is the HLB value of this sodium lauryl sulfate? That is nothing but 40. Okay. So this is the important scale. Who given this scale? Griffin given this scale. SLB scale is given by Griffin, and it represents the hydrophilic lipophilic balance. Okay. So how many numbers are there? 6 number scale it is. So category 1 to 3 antifoaming agents. Category 2 3 to 8 W by O emulsifying agent. Category 3 7 to 9 wetting agents. Category 4 8 to 16 O by W emulsifying agents. Category 5 13 to 15 detergents. Category 6 16 to 18 or more than 16. This belongs to the solubilizing agents. And these solubilizing agents are used to increase the solubility of poorly soluble drugs. So in the BCS classification, where you find this poorly solubility, you will find class 2 as well as class 4. These are poorly soluble drugs. We can improve the solubility of these drugs by using solubilizing agents like sodium lauryl sulfate, where the HLB value of this SLS is 40. So this is the important scale. And in the emulsions, one more scientist is there. He is nothing but a Bancroft. So one of the previous 2 times they asked, rule of Bancroft is related to what? This rule of Bancroft, this is related to the emulsions. Rule of Bancroft is related to the emulsions. This Bancroft is the father of emulsions. Who is father of emulsions? Bancroft is the father of emulsions, and rule of Bancroft is related to the emulsions. The HLB scale given by the scientist is Griffin, right? The scientist name is Griffin. And one more scientist, his name is Bancroft. So according to Bancroft, if emulsifying agent, okay, if the emulsifying agent which is more soluble in water. If it is soluble in water, the continuous phase here it is water. So the discontinuous phase is oil. So based on the solubility of this emulsifying agent, if it is more soluble in water, it will form O by W emulsion. And for example, if the emulsifying agent, so here tail is more, so it is more soluble in oil. It is more soluble in oil. So that means here the continuous phase is oil and discontinuous phase here it is water. Okay. So if the emulsifying agent which is soluble in water, it can form O by W emulsion. If the emulsifying agent which is soluble in oil, it can form a W by O kind of emulsion. So this is nothing but a rule of Bancroft. This is nothing but a rule of Bancroft. Who is Bancroft? Bancroft is the father of emulsions. Okay. So in the Hlb scale that is given by Griffin, so we can divide that scale. We can divide that scale into two portions: 0 to 8, 8 to 16. Okay, the portion belonging to the 0 to 8, it is lipophilic in nature. Lipophilic means the agents which are present in this particular region, those are more soluble in lipids or oils. And 8 to 16, this is related to the hydrophilic, means the agents which are more soluble in the water. The agents which are more soluble in water, those belongings to the 8 to 16. That means the balance, if you are move towards 0, you will find more hydrophobic. Okay, towards 0, more hydrophobic or lipophilic. Hydrophobic as well as lipophilic is similar. If towards 16, more hydrophilic, right? So some important agents and their Hlb values we will discuss. SLS, it is 40 Hlb value, and acacia 8 to 11, tragacanth 13.2, oleic acid is around 1. So these are the important agents and their Hlb values.